Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. Let's take a look today at the cable. Euro currency is consistent in the same place, so nothing to comment there, but on the cable we have, in Great British Pound, we have really interesting setup. And it's not easily recognizable on the daily chart. Also, it would be interesting to take a look at the Australian dollar, because there we also have this setup. But today I think that cable is more important, and Australian dollar maybe we will cover next updates this week. So currently, as you know, general opinion stands that market's a bit overextended, and not just forex market, not in euro currency in particular, but the gold market as well. And mostly it stands in relation to United States dollar. And if retracement will start, it probably will take impact on other currencies as well, because all this will be based on the dynamic of the United States dollar. So the cable, Great British Pound, also will not be an exception. And currently, everything stands good. So market shows the progress in upward direction. The weekly resistance, confidence resistance around 26.70, 26 area has been broken. So now market is breaking through and coming on the free space. Now our potential targets, that's the OP 32.70. It's right here. What this was actually not very unbelievable, actually, just a few months ago when we started this discussion. Now it looks like very probable. OP makes an agreement with the weekly next resistance in 32.40, next major 618 resistance on the weekly chart, and OP creates an agreement, so that will be strong level. But currently, I think that's not less important moment. Here, guys, we see that price action will slow down a bit, and market is forming the butterfly sell pattern with this target 127 extension 29.65. If you will take a look at the weekly chart, you will see that weekly average band currently stands at 130. So just 40 pips difference with this butterfly. Well, maybe market will try to pass through the 31.60 to next butterfly target. I'm not sure, but more probable that if reaction will follow, it will follow somewhere from this area. But that's not all yet. Yes, we have this growing potentially bearish divergence, so you can see here is put the question sign, so because crossing of the MACD lines hasn't happened yet. So maybe this will not be the divergence, but currently it looks like it's very probable. But most interesting thing will be if you plot here the extension of the BC leg. So take a look what we will get. Plotting the extensions of the BC leg, you will see that this stop stands at 127, and 1618 of the BC coincides with the 127 of the butterfly, and 1618 of the BC leg stands at 130, precisely at the weekly overbought area. All this together gives us regardless 3-drive sell pattern. So we have first drive, second stands on the 127 of the first, third stands on the one crossing of the 127 of the second, and 1618 of the third. Perfect combination of the extensions here. What does it mean? It means that market has, as usual, just two ways to act. Potentially, the target of the 3-drive pattern, as you know, stands below the second and third drive. So it means market should reach somewhere in area around 122, 2250. But if the 3-drive fails, it usually fails strongly or miserably, like the butterfly. So usually it leads to some fast upward acceleration if 3-drive doesn't work. Theoretically, this scenario is possible, but taking into consideration what we said about overextension on other markets, on the gold, on the euro, taking into consideration that we have 130 overbought on the weekly chart, as you understand, odds that this will happen stands not very significant. And if I would have the long position here, and probably I know that's somebody will be holding longs here because this is long played scenario with significant potential, you need to think about at least tidying this up. I even wouldn't call for taking the profit on, although it also makes sense to do. Maybe not on all position, maybe at some part of the position, but that is a real risk factor that could trigger, if not action to the 122.40, but at least a pullback here could happen. So if you'll take a look at the 4-hour time frame chart, you will see the levels that here's we could get. First one will be 27.70, but well, 26.60, 26.84, that's the level that market could reach. If we exclude the chance that the pre-drive will work as it should be, with the drop below this A point. Here's, by the way, the ABCD pattern is also completed inside of the butterfly. So guys, that is what we have on the cables. You can see, not very obvious setup, and it's not easily recognizable on the market. But I think that is what you need to think about if you have the long position, or if you intended to take the long position here currently. So take it into consideration. That could be really important, and well, take some steps of your money management. Tight stops, maybe book some profit at this point with the tiding stop simultaneous on the rest of your position. For the bears, you could keep an eye out for the bearish patterns on the hourly chart. Right now, we would not have anything in there, so it's just some kind of the sideways action. But if some head and shoulder starts to form here, as you can see, that will be the sign that probably market's ready to show at least a pullback, but maybe even drop to the significant drop. Maybe some political news will be released. I do not know definitely what will be, but the action to the 2250 is rather significant. It's probably some fundamental event will be on the background of this action. So that's what we would like to say on the Great British Pound today.